Welcome to Joppa View Kindergarten. We are the kindergarten teachers, and we would like to share some ideas that you can use at home with your child to enhance their learning. First, I'd like to introduce our teachers. We have...
I'm Allie Fiery,
Lois Bucci,
Michele Bigliata,
Mickey Buckingham,
and Joe Schaefer.
We want to thank you for a wonderful start to our year. Thank you for joining the PTA. Thank you for sending in supplies. Thank you for looking at your child's folder. It's just been a wonderful year. Do we have any additional thank
Thank you for those of you who have signed up to volunteer. We love our volunteers.
We love our volunteers. Okay. Now we'd like to begin to share some ideas. The first ideas we're going to talk about is an activity we've been doing through the month of September, and it has to do with the gingerbread man. We've been reading many versions of the gingerbread man that Mrs. Buckingham will share.
We've been reading a lot of stories about the gingerbread man, and we have been chasing him through the school to meet the different school workers. That helps the children learn about the building and meet the different workers who work in the school building. I just wanted to show you a few copies of some of the different stories because there's so many versions. The children have loved them, and we've read them all once or twice in class, but if you could visit the public library and check them out, I mean, it would be a great experience for your child to get their own library card, and you could actually check out some of these different versions of the gingerbread
There's so
boy.
many versions.
Yes, and then that way you could read them at home, and they could tell you more things that we've done with the stories in school. It would sort of be a jump start to a conversation. We've read the regular gingerbread man book. We've also read The Gingerbread Kid Goes to School. We've read The Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett, The Gingerbread Boy by Paul Galdone, The Gingerbread Cowboy by Janet Squires, The Gingerbread Girl by Lisa Campbell, and The Gingerbread Girl Goes Animal Crackers. And there's one other version of the Gingerbread Boy that we've read that the children have really liked, and we're sending home a special assignment to go along with it. That's an optional assignment if you would like to do it at home, and Mrs. Gugliotta will tell you about that.
The story we've been reading in class is The Gingerbread Man Loose in the School. Our character gets lost in the school, and he goes around meeting each of the school workers. What we're going to do is have your child color a picture of the gingerbread boy, and he's going to get loose in the world. If you have someone that lives in another country or another state, we're asking that you email or mail the picture of the gingerbread boy to the state, and we will show you a bulletin board that will display where the gingerbread man has gotten lost in the world. Here are the characters. Your child can cut out the characters and sequence the story. They can tell you who the characters are, when they appeared in the story.
So one thing that we've been doing in class, which is really, really helpful, is so when you have the characters, you write the character's name underneath of it, so it helps them learn the name of the character with the face. And then you can cut it out and put it on a popsicle stick, and then that's how they can recreate the story and act it out and retell it. So we have like some examples here. Where like that's the nurse from the story, so you can put a popsicle stick on the back, so that will be the character.
Okay, parents, so please look in your take-home packet. You're going to receive a letter about the gingerbread man loose in the world. Your child will color the gingerbread man and then mail him all over the world. We're very excited to see where he will end. In addition to our gingerbread ideas, we would like to show you some strategies we use in class to help the children to learn how to read. One idea is, Ms. Schaefer?
Yes, we have reading strategy. When you touch, read the words. So here's a little fun finger from the dollar store, so you can touch and read along. Your child can do this. I can clap. I can sing. It helps them to read fluently, and they can go back and practice reading little sheets that come home and practice I can hop and so forth. So I can hop. I can kick. So, and little pictures go along with it. But help your child to practice reading with the booklets and other books, and as they're doing their library books, etc., they can read a sentence and they can practice with you. It's fun this way, and it really helps to increase the reading fluency. Enjoy.
Another take-home packet that centers around our gingerbread man theme either already came home in your folder or will be coming home in your folder. And it has different activities. One is where the children color and cut out the different gingerbread men and they have different amounts of buttons on them. And your child can count the buttons and match them to a number card. And if your child already knows the numbers 1 through 10, it also has number words, because we progress doing numbers and number words, and then you also can have them practice writing the numerals correctly. And in school, we also have number poems that we're going to be sending home that helps them to remember how to form the number correctly. And we're going to show you how to form the number correctly, and we're going to read the poems, but they will be coming home in their take-home folder. So you can also do this to help your child at home after they've done the take-home packet. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
All right, number 1. A straight line down, then we're done. That's the way to make a 1. And now for number 2. Around and back on the railroad track. 2, 2, 2. Number 3. Around a tree, around a tree. That's the way to make a 3. And now for number 4. Down and over and down once more. That's the way to make a 4. And now the number 5. Straight line down and then around. Hat on top and 5's a clown. And number 6. A stick and a hoop do the tricks. That's the way to make a 6. And number 7. Across the sky and down from heaven. That's the way to make a 7. And number 8. Make an S, do not wait. Go back up, and that's an 8. Number 9. A hoop and a line, that's a 9. And number 10. Straight line down, then around with a pen. That's the way to make a 10.
In addition to the gingerbread counting activity, your child will bring home this sheet, and this is an addition activity. Your child will be able to color the gingerbread man. He can make one a boy and one a girl, and then you can use cereal, you can use Skittles. Here I have buttons, but I'm going to place 2 buttons on the boy and 2 buttons on the girl, and then your child can write 2 plus 2 equals 4. And this is, again, some practice for writing their numerals.
Alright, so here we have a hundreds chart that is going to be coming home in your child's folder either this week or next week. And we use this to count the days that we have been in school. So your child keeps track every single day of the amount of days that we have been in school, because when we get to the 100th day, we have a huge 100th day celebration where we do different activities with the number 100. So your child will go from teacher to teacher and do an activity involving the number 100 in some way, shape, or form. So it's a really, really fun day for them. So every day that you are home, make sure that you and your child are coloring in the number that comes next. That way they can keep track of school so that they have something to look forward to when we get to the 100th day.
If I looked at the sentence, we can hop, I could read it and hear it, we can hop. And it's very important when you use the whisper phone that you use it in your right ear, because that will channel it to the side of your brain that processes language the best. The other side, if you listen in your left ear, processes music better. So when you're trying to learn a song, it's better to be on the left side, but if you're trying to learn to read and to hear yourself read, it's better to be on the right side. So if you hold it on the right side and they can hear themselves nice and loud and clear, we can hop. And that also will help with fluency. It's just something, a fun little idea, and it only costs $1, and it's something we do at school, so you could also do it at home.
So we currently are working on something in math called the counting jar. We practice counting different sets of objects over and over and over. But the really nice thing about all of these that we're talking about, you can get them all at the dollar store. So it's nothing that we do is expensive. So it's really nice for you to be able to run over there, get all the supplies, and you have a ton of things to do at home. So with the counting jar, you just buy whatever jars you have at home or go to the dollar store. You label them, so you can do A, B, C, D, however many you want to do, and you fill them with different objects. So right now we're focusing on the numbers 0 to 10, but if you want to keep challenging your child, you can definitely make bigger numbers with it. But so the point is for your child to count what's on the inside of the counting jar and then recreate that set using other objects. So it's a really fun way for your child to really practice counting, creating sets, because we want them to be really fluent with that as well. Alright, so as you know, we are a Lighthouse school this year, so it doesn't affect kindergarten as much as it does the first, second, and third grades, but next year your child is going to have a device that they're using on their own. So we're trying to introduce them to the computers and different activities that they can do on the computer. So we're going to be sending home for you a list of different websites that you can use. A lot of them have actually been purchased through Baltimore County, and then you can access them for free at home. So it gives you the username and password at home to just continue that learning throughout the evening as well. So they're really, really helpful. So look for that soon, because we really want to make sure that that tech piece, we're doing it both at school and at home. So look for that in their folder.
Parents, this is our bulletin board where we will display the postcards that we get back and the letters from the gingerbread man, where he's been, your relatives, all around the world. We have the world map and the U.S. map, so we can't wait. It's very exciting. The children really enjoy this. So thank you for your help. So, run, run as fast as you can. Send me around the world. I'm the gingerbread man. Yay! Yay!
Thank you for watching our first video. We'll see you again in October.
We appreciate your support and participation.